I grew up in the city of Chennai, the southern part of India. And the first 10 years of my life, I spent 6 months in hospital every year with 4 hours of IV in me every day. And there was one person who went and sat in school for me on a fairly regular basis, took notes to come and teach me in the hospital, and eventually begged the teachers to allow me to do the tests, which I never passed. And that person then decided, because the doctors told her so, that I would needed to play an outdoor sport to get my health back together. And this person, who was not qualified to do any kind of business, was about to start a business so I could play tennis. And in her 30s, she had her first of 2 major near-fatal accidents. As she was making hot water for a bad throat that I had, her sari caught fire and she burnt to the ceiling. And so from her neck down, she's completely burnt. And spent 9 months in hospital, 3 weeks in a coma. Came out of it, started a small business to pay for my tennis. 4 years later, she lost her right hand in the machine at the factory and was back in a coma for 3 weeks. And the first thing she did when she came out of a coma was to make sure my tennis coach was paid. She taught me everything I know. I always say that with one set of school fees, we were both educated. I couldn't pass. I barely got through an exam. And that person is entirely the reason why I'm standing here today. January, she will be 90. That's my mother. To this day, she completely reminds me and my children the importance of gender equality, the raising of boys and girls alike, the joy of children, boy or girl alike, the advantages and disadvantages, boy or girl alike. And listening to Malika Dutt, a true inspiration, reminded me of my mom. The incredible work that Breakthrough is doing reminds me of my mom. And the world needs to understand that as we grow and grow economically in our part of the world especially, the importance of gender equality is critical for the success of the next generation. My grateful thanks to Ravi and Mona for having me here this evening. My dear friend Gautam Patwa, who made that first phone call when I got back from Singapore into Los Angeles and said I had to be here. Thank you very much for dragging me out from LA. I'm delighted to be here and be a part of this spectacular evening. What Breakthrough is doing is extremely special, and I cannot wait to call my mom when I go back tonight and tell her that I was part of this evening. Thank you.